Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube. Well, this is a pretty straightforward opening pack. We got Mox Sapphire. I think Moxen are some of my favorite things to first pick, like, because they're colorless, right? Like, you can take a Mox Sapphire and end up in mono red, and Mox Sapphire is still going to be very good. I feel like the power that really, I guess, leads me astray is the power that requires colored mana symbols. Like, if you open Ancestral Recall, at least to myself, I tend to always want to go into blue. And that just typically leads to worse overall decks than if you just, you know, do what the draft is telling you to do. So I like starting with colorless power in that case, because it's open. Oh, they added Witherbloom command. That's a pretty sweet card, right? Destroy non-creature, non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Yeah, I like this card. Anyway, yeah, so that's like, I could take Mox Sapphire and then go into Magda. It just so happens I got a lot of strong blue cards here. What do I want to do? I like Preordain. I like Urza. I think this is hard, right? I think Urza is the best signal. It's very good with Mox Sapphire, although not really a combo, right? Because this already taps for blue. I could just take Watery Grave. I feel like that's pretty bad when passing all of these. Preordain is the safest card because I can do basically anything, but I think Urza is the highest upside. I'm here for high upside. We could go into like Tinker, we could go into Control, Storm with Urza is kind of fun. Tellurian Academy would be good. Muldrifter, Crucible of Worlds, Big Teferi, Gitaxian Probe, love me some Mana Tithe. Nissa, I still think is like the best green card. She's a one card win condition. You play her, you make 4/4s, you kill your opponent. Or 3/3s, I guess. Yeah, it's a 3/3. That's the thing. I don't think Muldrifter is the pick. Probe is fine. I could just take it to cut more blue and stay open. And I think I'm just going to do that. I'm not really sure what direction I want to go, so let's just not go in a direction yet. Wormcoil Engine is fine, fairly expensive. I just passed Nissa. There's also Elvish Mystic Crisis, so that could be a direction. A reasonably late Goblin Guide, Unholy Heat. I do like Custody Lich. I could go like blue-black. The problem I have with this is it's a fairly expensive card, but it is a sweet card. I really like this type of big payoff. Very expensive though. And blue-red is really sweet. I could just take Unholy Heat and try and stay open. I'll just pick up the Wormcoil. If I can draft an Urza deck, I think that's what I want to do. I love Urza. Phyrexian Revoker is very good. Colorless, so I can go in any deck. Teferi Time Raveler, I've been seeing a lot of blue-white, so I could also try and move into that. And actually, I'm just going to do that. I'm getting the suspicion that... Ooh, there's a Glorybringer, though. I do love me a Glorybringer. This is... Oh yeah, this is Plague Wind. This card's also kind of insane. Elspeth is quite good. Gush is fine. Noble Hierarch's good. So there's actually a lot of colors that are open right now. Grave Titan, Grief, Vraska coming around. I don't think I'm taking this double white card, even though she is good. I think I'm gonna take Wings of Abandon because it's pretty good with Teferi, actually. Here, Natural Order, Knight of Autumn. If I do want to go into green, I guess that's a good route. I think Knight of Autumn's very flexible. Recruiter of the Guard is toughness 2 or less, so that actually gets 0 creatures in my deck. But I feel like, I mean, Bant is open, right? This is telling me that. Recruiter of the Guard lets me stay the most available. Knight of Autumn is the best card here, I think. I'm gonna go for upside here and take the Knight. Wow, Ponder, Coma, Survival of the Fittest, Knight of the Reliquary, Eternal Witness. I'm gonna take Ponder. I don't quite have the fixing for anything else yet, and I think cutting... Holy cow. I guess white is open. What do you think? Oh my gosh. Solitude, Blade Splicer, and Karn. Solitude gives me some really good interaction. Blade Splicer is good with Urza and is fine with everything else, but I feel like the fact that this just fits into like any part of the curve, and I think Ephemerate is now in the cube is just great. We're being bullied into white. I'm not too upset about it, but it is unbelievable how open this color is. And I don't think even Mana Tithe can come around. If we wheel Mana Tithe, that would be perfect. Council's Judgment versus Relic Warder. We have Teferi. They're both good. I think because of my curve, I'm going to take the Relic Warder. There's a Mana Tithe. There's also Restoration Angel. Solitude is not an angel. So Restoration Angel is good with Knight of Autumn, Relic Warder, Urza. This is tough. It's also good with Muldrifter. I think because I'm in white or blue, I could take like a Force Spike or Spell Pierce. I really do like Mana Tithe. I'm not memeing. I think the card is genuinely very strong. It's just in this particular deck, Restoration Angel is like a very good win condition, and I'm pretty happy about that. So we're kind of just like hard forced. Oh, okay. The old standard combo of Thragtusk Restoration Angel. I love it. We can also Recruiter of the Guard for Solitude. So this deck's actually looking pretty sick. We're mostly looking for like Ephemerate would be so good here. Temple Garden, Wasteland. I think I'm just gonna take the Temple Garden. Fixing's so important, so hard to come by. There's a Birds of Paradise, there's a Azorius Signet, Giver of Runes, Minskin Boo, just an unbelievably strong card. I'd mentioned this last time. I was like, this card's really, really strong, and then I didn't take it. I just don't really enjoy playing like one card win conditions. They're fun once, but that's why I didn't take it, and that's why I kind of take other things is like, I don't know. I'd rather play a deck than one card for the most part. I probably will end up playing it though. I don't think it's worth going into red for this in this deck. I'm between Signet and Birds. I think I'm just going to take Signet. Maybe Birds comes around, who knows. Scalding Tarn, Venser. Venser is pretty good with our Restoration Angel Blink theme, but it is double blue, so that makes it difficult to cast. Scalding Tarn right now can't get any fixing. Karmic Guide is an angel, so not good with Restoration Angel. I think I'm going to take the Scalding Tarn and just hope we can find a blue-white dual land. Or like a breeding pool, something like that. Flooded Strand is good. Mystic Confluence, Jace and all that is good, but I'm going to take the fixing first. Ooh, Shelldock. This is actually an okay Shelldock deck. There's Fury, Spell Queller. Is this a good? We have, I mean, if I do end up playing Thragtusk, we have Thragtusk. Spell Queller is really sweet. Blue-white does seem to be open, so there's a chance we get that to wheel. Pretty unlikely, though. There's only 3 cards left in the pack at that point. I'm just going to take the Shelldock. Oh, there is also Trinket Mage to go grab Mox Sapphire. Maybe that's better. We have Resto, so if we get another cheap thing, there was a top in one of the packs. I guess we can't get Walking Ballista either. Maybe with just one, it's not that good. I'm just going to take Spell Queller. I really like Spell Queller. Ooh, Yorion. This looks like a pretty good Yorion deck, right? Solitude, Thragtusk, Resto, Spell Queller, Recruiter of the Guard, Knight of Autumn. Yeah. Very good Yorion deck. I like Spellbinder, I like Legionnaire, but this is a bomb. Lotus Petal, Lingering Souls. Not a lot of good cards for us here, actually. Do I take a Lotus Petal? Do I take Whisperwood, Elemental? I guess Solitude's kind of like a free card, so we have 2 5s. Whisperwood being double green, I think, is going to be very hard to cast. So I think the best card for us right now is just going to be Lingering Souls. If I end up getting like black fixing, this card is pretty strong. Almost every time I end up drafting Yorion, I end up in Bant. And it's just like when Bant is like unbelievably open. There is a chance that we end up companioning Yorion in this deck. I think it's unlikely, but there's a non-zero chance. Adeline is just like the strongest white card. I like Conscripts, and Utopia Sprawl could actually be pretty good with all these 3s. But I think Adeline's too good to pass up. She makes a creature every turn. She attacks for like 5 a lot of the time, and both of those are just very strong. This could actually be a Parallax Wave deck. It's also a fairly good Elspeth Resplendent deck because she can just tutor up any of our 3s, which are really strong, but Parallax Wave, I don't think Eternal Witness is going to come around, but it's a pretty good Parallax Wave deck. I think it's also a very strong Elspeth deck, though. We do have Yorion Parallax Wave, actually. Maybe that's good. I've never done this. I need to think about this. Exile any number of other non-land permanents, return them to the battlefield. I'm going to try it. I don't know. I've never done it. A lot of good black cards now. I think I want to pass those, so I'm just going to take Academy Runes. Or, I guess Thassa's Oracle. Karmic Guide, crop rotation, sure. So we can like, we have some pretty big chains. I want a birthing pod now. This would be such a sweet pod deck. I guess we're missing 1s and 2s, but we can go bigger. Shriekmaw at 5 is okay. Satoru Umezawa gives everything ninjutsu. Take a Shriekmaw. So we have 2 sort of like black sideboard cards. I want Birthing Pod in pack 3. Birthing Pod, and then like a couple more 2-drops and 1-drops. Someone is drafting white aggro though, I think. There's Godless Shrine. There's also Hero of Bladehold. I don't think I really need that many more expensive cards. Getting something like Shriekmaw does help with my removal. Right now, I have 2 black sources, so this also lets me play Lingering Souls if that's something I'm interested in. I don't know. I don't think I need more 4-drops in this deck. Alright, Braids, what do you do? This could... I think I could have had a really sweet, like, Naya pod deck. Braids, at the beginning of upkeep, end step, you may sacrifice artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. And then opponents can sacrifice that something that shares a card type with it. Otherwise, they lose 2 life and you draw a card. Seems sweet. Okay. Seachrome Coast, Skyclave Apparition, Lauren of the 3rd pack. So many good cards here. Coalition Relic, Simic Signet. Seachrome Coast helps with my blue fixing. So does Simic Signet kind of, right? This helps me, because I'm just going to have a lot of white cards. And then Simic Signet gives me green-blue, so I like that. I could just take Skyclave because it's such a strong card, but white felt super open. That being said, someone is drafting white. I think Mother of Runes did not come around, and whoever it is probably going to take Skyclave. The thing about that is, Lorna of the 3rd Path is also a pretty good card. Like, I would not be upset if I had to give up Skyclave to take Lorna of the 3rd Path. So one thing I could do, like both of those are 3-drops, and this deck can only really afford to play maybe 1 or 2 more 3-drops. I could take a card that fits elsewhere in my curve, and then hopefully one of these 3-drops will wheel, because I can't really play both of them. And I think I'm going to do that, actually. There's a Tundra. Ooh, Skull Clamp? Oh no. So Tundra basically makes my mana fixing perfect. We have Pest Infestation. Skull Clamp Lingering Souls is really spicy. It's good with Knight of the Autumn, Recruiter of the Guard, Adeline. That's about it. Oh, this hurts. This really hurts. I think I need to take the Tundra. Well, we got paid off. Fractured Identity is just... It's the stupidest card in the cube. It's just way too strong. You just take it, you win games. Palace Jailer is also really good. Savannah's good too. But this definitely feels like a Palace Jailer. If we get Ephemerate in this deck, it's going to be unbelievably good. I don't think we're Worm Coiling. I don't think I'm playing black. I might not even be playing Urza. I don't know if this deck can really afford the double blue. So I feel a bit silly about the Simic Signet, but basically the reason for taking this is our curve is very top heavy. So just getting a bit more acceleration on top of fixing I think is a good idea. But this deck is looking pretty nice. Now Scalding Tarn can grab blue-white dual, Godless Shrine, Flooded Strand, can grab green-blue-white. So we're good on that. The Wandering Emperor is good. Thieving Skydiver is really good. It's also a cheap card. I love Repeal too. Do I just want more like Planeswalkers? I have 2 Signets to power out the Wandering Emperor. No, I think Skydiver is just like a really sweet card. I can steal that Skull Clamp that I gave to somebody else. I think I'm probably not main decking Karmic Guide. I'll probably main deck Thragtusk though. It makes our aggro matchup just so good. Yes, we did it! Oh, I have to take Ephemerate in this deck. It's so sweet. It's so good. Chrome Mox is pretty good. Again, we have so many 3s, like being able to play them a turn faster is really nice. Breed, Memory Jar. I'll just take the Chrome Mox. I think that's pretty good. Do I want to play Karmic Guide now that I have Ephemerate? That's an interesting one. Ooh, Opposition. That seems like a good magic card. Ravages of War is fine. Steel Seraph. I can prototype it and then blink it, but oddly enough, it is an Angel. But it is a 3/3 that can attack with Flying or Lifelink. Vanguard is good. Opposition. I mean, let's be real. This card's insane in my deck. Wow, they both came around. All right. Given that, I think I just take Skyclave. Yeah, Skyclave is good. This is an insane Ephemerate deck. Holy cow. I'm not playing Lingering Souls. I don't know if I main deck Destroy Evil, but I'll think about it. Detection Probe actually is somewhat helpful. My removal's not great. I wield the Skull Clamp, which is actually quite surprising. Containment Priest kind of messes with me, but it's pretty good with Parallax Wave, so I could side that in. Skull Clamp. Nah, I'd probably just take Skull Clamp. Usher of the Fallen. Tidal Sculler would be good in the deck. I have one. I really only have like 2 black sources. I don't think I do that. I just take and maybe play Usher. Intrepid Adversaries, fine. The Wandering Emperor came around, okay. Yeah, we have a lot of white cards. I could probably Companion Yorion. I don't think that's a good idea. I've done it many times. If you're like wanting me to meme, I've definitely done it. So I think I've gotten it out of my system now. I just don't like the high variance, right? When your deck is 60 cards, the odds of flooding or getting mana screwed is so high. And I don't enjoy that, surprisingly. I wonder if anyone's actually played Aurelia. So we put these over here. I think I pretty much need to run this Chromox so that basically my chances of going like turn 1 Signet into turn 2 4-drop are pretty high. I guess Parallax Wave gives me good removal. This is 28. Could cut the Student of Warfare. I do like Usher of the Fallen. Could cut Intrepid Adversary, Destroy Evil. I probably need to cut. I'll just sideboard in a Thragtusk. Karma Guide seems really sweet. It is an angel though. Okay, you know what? I'll main deck the Thragtusk because that just seems fun. Solitude, Yorion, Thragtusk, Parallax Wave, Restoration Angel, Palace Jailer. I could also run Karma Guide instead of the Wandering Emperor. Both good options. 24 land with 2 Signets, a Ponder, and a Jataxian Probe. That's basically counting Chromox as a land. I think I'm just gonna cut Usher of the Fallen. This makes Adeline a lot worse. Because I'm very unlikely to play creature into Adeline, but I could just play a different 3-drop and then play her later, so I think that's okay. Maybe this opposition isn't... Maybe I sideboard in the opposition. Actually, I kind of like that. 3-8-1. So we have a single green for... There's only 2 green cards right now, and I have 1, 2, 3 green sources. I think for that reason alone, I'm running Karma Guide over Thragtusk. And then we just have 1 green card off 3 green sources. That seems okay. And then I just run the rest like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is basically 17 land plus Chromox is the 18th. We have Ponder is like kind of a land, but I can also just grab spells and then a really top heavy curve. Yeah, sure. Let's see how this goes. See you all round 1. Oh, right, we're on the draw against 2 pile. I'm actually gonna keep this hand. Chromox seems like it's pretty bad, but it's basically going to accelerate us out a turn faster. Obviously, Mox Sapphire would be much better in this spot. But okay, we could be in trouble here. Turn 1 Emery and Vintage Cube. Okay. If I draw specifically Mox... Okay, we're in trouble. If I draw specifically Mox Sapphire... Alright, let's see what's going on over there. 4 cards enter the reveal. What? I was not expecting that. Mishra's Workshop is in their hand? Oh my gosh. Then they can... Okay, we're in deep trouble. I think I have to save this Relic Order. We basically are gonna have to like... They're gonna Emery cast like Thran Dynamo, or they could just animate Deadmer Battlesphere. Alright. Well, hope for the best, I guess. That's an insane deck. Ancestral Recall, Mox Emerald, turn 1 Emery. So they are going for Animate Dead on the Battlesphere. So we can Leonin Relic Order. So I know the rest of their hand. Animate Dead is gone, so it's Ancient 2 Mishra's Workshop. I can Relic Water the Battle Sphere, or to be more safe, I can Skyclave the Animate Dead. No, because they just recast it off Emery after they play Thran Dynamo. Oh, Parallax Wave helps too. Okay. We're gonna go Plains. So I can play Relic Water, hit the Mer Battle Sphere, Animate Dead goes away. Because if I Relic Water the Animate Dead, then they could just recast Battle Sphere. Yeah. And if I Skyclave the Animate Dead, that also happens. So let's do that. I'm not too concerned about them casting Thran Dynamo. They have Mishra's Workshop Ancient Tomb in hand. So like, they're gonna have plenty of manas. Parallax Wave can deal with tokens, and then we have Yorion Parallax Wave, which I think is a pretty spicy loop. Yep, they're just recasting Thran Dynamo. And their hand is Ancient Tomb and 2 unknowns. And they don't attack. Alright, I can work with that. We draw Island. So what do I want to do? I can just play Skyclave Apparition, play it slow, and eat the Thran Dynamo. I'm not really scared of Emery, right? They don't have anything in their graveyard here. So I guess I just do that. If they have removal on Leon and Relicord, I'm in trouble anyway. So let's just eat the Thran Dynamo. They did float mana, probably just Factor Fiction. Shark Typhoon. Okay. It's a 3/3, so we can deal with that with Yorion or Parallax Wave. I think we're set up to do some stuff. Opponent plays a Steel Seraph as... give stuff flying. We take 4, and then next turn we're going to take 8, 9 in the air. So 4 plus 9 is 13, so we're not dead. Interesting. They're going the lifelink route. I feel like they want to just kill me as fast as possible, but they are disagreeing. I don't really care if they gain life here. Teferi Time Raveler. So Teferi's quite good. Not super mana efficient with what I have going on, right? It also kind of just dies to what they have. So I think we're gonna go Plains Parallax Wave. I don't care about Embry. I don't really care about much. Let's just wait. And I don't even really care about Steel Seraph triggers. Like, if they want to give a token flying, that's fine. Okay, so they're just targeting that. Sure. So I think I'm just gonna eat both of these. Kill the shark. And save 5 life here. And they don't do anything. Sorry about the text. I had my phone on the table. I'm just not gonna do anything here. This goes down to 2, so I can eat like Skyclave Apparition. And then just start hitting them with stuff. So let's play this. Let's play Yorion. Okay, so we're gonna exile our own Skyclave. Or wait, does that even work? If I exile Skyclave to Parallax Wave, then it should come back when Parallax Wave comes back. But then I could just target Skyclave with Yorion, so I could just hit 2 Mirror here. And what happens here? If I exile Yorion under Parallax Wave, let me think about this. Yorion, exile a number of other non-land permanents you control. So I exile Parallax Wave, or exile Yorion. Then Yorion blinks Parallax Wave. Yorion comes back. Let's try it, sure. So let's blink this and this. This is gonna give them their thing back. Okay, so the Yorion combo did not work how I wanted, but that's okay. So we get back Skyclave. Skyclave is going to eat probably just the Mox. Let's hit their mana. And then Parallax Wave can kill all their tokens or whatever. They fact or fiction. Okay. So Smokestack I don't care about. Force of Negation is kind of annoying. Maybe I just give them like Force of Negation Island versus Library Smokestack Swamp. Because this is a pretty bad pack. I could also give them Force of Negation plus no lands versus 3 lands, but I feel like they want 3 lands. So I guess I'll do this. I don't want them Force of Negationing my Teferi, basically. So they took Smokestack. Okay, so their hand is those cards. I don't really care about any of that. Maybe I'm not supposed to give them a Steel Seraph trigger and just hit it with Parallax Wave. Because they could give like the Illusion flying or lifelink and then they gain a bit of life. This seems fine though, if they just give this lifelink. Okay, so we're gonna kill that for now. They play smokestack, which we don't really care about. I can eat like all of their tokens, but their Steel Seraph will come back. I guess I can bounce the Steel Seraph then. I don't really care about their tokens though. I can hit them for 4 in the air. Oh, Recruit of the Guard's also good. What can that grab? Let me check my recording. Okay, so we can grab Palace Jailer, which is really good. We can grab Solitude, which is really good. I think I'm going to lead off to Fairy and play around Mana Leak here. And then I'll set up for a really good Recruit of the Guard turn next turn. Okay, so we play Teferi. Teferi's around, so they can't do anything to stop me. Let's play Recruiter. Thieving Skydiver. Karmic Guy, I don't have any dead creatures. Knight of Autumn's fine. I feel like Palace Jailer is just insane, though. So let's do that. Take Palace Jailer. I'm just going to downtick Teferi to kill their Emery. We draw Simic Signet, so I can attack them with Yorion for 4. And then pass turn. So I have all these blockers. I kind of want to see what they do with Smokestack, because that'll determine what I do with this Parallax Wave. They do tick it up. Okay. Given that, let's eat an Illusion. I can eat 2 Mirror, but they're still going to be able to cast Emery for basically free, so I might as well just leave it. We can kill the Steel Seraph with Palace Jailer, or just block it with Yorion. They recast Emery. They get Grim Monolith. I guess I'm not supposed to bounce Emery because they do get more value in their graveyard. And Pack Rat. Okay. Good thing I saved Parallax Wave, because I could just eat the Pack Rat. Yeah, so they can't activate Pack Rat, right? Because it's 3 mana. And I just saved Parallax Wave. I Palace Jailer the Pack Rat. Although, I think I actually probably want to sacrifice Parallax Wave to Smokestack. So let's just eat their Myr tokens. And then we sacrifice Parallax Wave. They get their thing back. Knight of Autumn. You love to see it. So I can go Signet into Palace Jailer. Or I could just go Palace Jailer into Signet. And they can't counter anything, so that's pretty good. Let's eat. I actually don't really care about Pack Rat. 1, 2, 3. They can make some rats. Let's eat the Steel Seraph. Uptick to Fairy. Play a Signet. And I don't even really feel the need to do anything. We have Teferi, we're drawing cards. We can Knight of Autumn, a Myr token, or a Smokestack if we want to. Okay, they sacrificed their own Myr, so they want to keep Smokestack around, which is interesting. They can double Pack Rat now, so they can get 3 3s. And they're casting a Grim Monolith, which makes sense. Oh, they can triple Pack Rat, I guess. Okay, I do need to sacrifice a permanent here. I think I just get rid of the planes. What I was supposed to do is probably cast the Chrome Box without imprinting anything on it. Let's uptick this. Play Knight of Autumn. Knight of Autumn is going to... I can kill Grim Monolith, that seems like just a bad idea. I think I'm just going to put counters on this, and this makes their Pack Rat pretty hard to work with. I can also kill the Smokestack, but I have so much stuff to sacrifice. Just go big Knight of Autumn, play this, play an unimprinted Chrome Box to sack to Smokestack next turn. And then we're drawing cards off the Monarch, so we have that going. And they're going to have 4/4 rats. They can become 5/5s, but I can set this up with some double blocks. We just can't let Leon and Relic Order die. That is the most important. Ponder's really good too. They only have 1 card in hand as well, so they can't make their rats bigger than a 5/5, and I can just, like, if I really want to Teferi down a token. They're going up on Smokestack too. Okay, and attacking with 1 rat, I mean, they're basically conceding the rats here, so we basically play for them to be 5/5s. We are going to lose our Yorion in the process, but they have to lose a card in hand, and then with nothing in hand, Smokestack on 2, it's pretty rough for them. Okay, and they're attacking Teferi, me. So we can't let them get hit. Block here like this. Then we block here. Skyclave can trade with this. I mean, I guess we're basically trading off our board, which is not ideal, but they have to... If they want to kill Yorion, they have to discard a card in hand. So I will be left with no board, except for a Leonin Relic Warder, and a Teferi, and a Recruiter of the Guard, I guess. But all of these rats are going to die. Okay, that seems okay to me. Is there any creature I want to keep? Because I could do a block like this. And then if they want to kill the Yorion, I get to keep one of my creatures. Because this is going to kill the 5/5. This is going to kill a 4/4. Oh, you know what? Actually, maybe it isn't so good. They're going to still have 3/3 rats, right? 2 rats die. They'll have 3 left. These all be 3/3s. So they're still going to have 3 rats in play by the end of this. Yeah, that's kind of rough, actually. So I guess what I do is I let Teferi die. I block like this. So this will kill this. This will kill this. This will do 3 damage and kill their 3/3 rat. Because it'll be 5/5. This kills the 4/4. This kills the 3/3. And then they'll have 2 2/2 rats left. And then I can block like this still. And that blows there. Okay, I think this is the most reasonable. I don't want to overthink it too much. They could also just not activate Pack Rat. But the way they're ordering this tells me they're not activating it. But I do get to keep my Yorion then, so that's pretty good. Nope, they are. Weird. Okay, they're just letting me keep Yorion. I'm not mad about it. They get a 0/0. Seems fine to me. I have Yorion against 2 Pack Rats. I don't mind. And we have Ponder against the World. We get more card draw. I have to sacrifice 2 things, which will be Chromox Plains. Okay. These draws have been not ideal. Thieving Skydiver, the Wandering Emperor. I like all of these. So next turn they can attack with 2 rats and make a 3rd. I think I'm definitely keeping this. I could also trade off Leonin Relic Water and then Skydiver back the thing. I don't think I have enough mana for that. So let's put this on top. Then Spell Queller, then Emperor. No shuffle. Because I'm going to end up with both of those in play. I get to draw, so I can Spell Queller if they have a spell, and I can Emperor a Pack Rat if they try and attack with both. I am kind of getting got by this smokestack, though. They're going up to 3, okay. We'll see how this plays out. Because basically if smokestack kills everything, then Myr Battlesphere will stay in play, I guess is the thing with that. So I guess I do have to Skydiver steal the smokestack like next turn. They could Monolith, that's okay. Please attack. Okay, this is what we wanted. This is how we get them. So they could make a 3/3. I can either block with the Wandering Emperor. I guess that's better, right? It saves a point of loyalty. So we flash this in. We make a 2/2 with Vigilance. Then I block both of their rats. If they make a rat, they lose this rat and this rat, so they'll just have 1 rat left. They do discard Ulamog, that's funny. Okay. And then we sacrifice 3 land. 1, 2, 3. Let's sacrifice Island. Oh, you know what? I messed this up. I wanted 1 more so I can steal the smokestack, I think. But I think now I could just kill them. Right? I could just make another samurai with vigilance here. I can steal their Grim Monolith with this dude. I guess just 2. Cast with a kicker of 2. Steal this. I can attack them now with Yorion and Vigilance. I can even attack with Leonin Relic Order. If they attack with No, I can't do that. Because then they could attack me with Emery. So I just attack with Yorion here. And Winds of Abandon should close this game up, I think. Because they're going to have to sacrifice Smokestack before I have to sacrifice Leon and Relic Warder. Okay, that goes up to 4. So I sacrifice 4 things, then they're going to lose their board. End step. So in upkeep, I think I'm actually just going to flash in a Spell Queller. Then we can sacrifice a bunch of stuff. So they're going to sacrifice 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going to have 6 things in play. Get rid of Grim Monolith, Simic Signet, Thieving Skydiver, and Plains. We draw Adeline, which is so good here. All right, do that. First strike until end of turn. I guess I'll give the Samurai token first strike. Okay. That was only game 1, too. Destroy Evil is okay. I mean, remember their start and we're still like, we were still winning that game? That's crazy. I feel like we're just good. I don't know. This seems like a fine matchup. Not a good hand, though. Way too many manas. This is a good hand. Part of me wants to just get rid of Yorion. Part of me thinks I'm on the draw. I can keep this and just get rid of a Plains. Okay, I guess, I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the land there. I figured with 4 draw steps, I'm likely to draw a 4th land. But my deck is basically all 4 drops. So it is a little bit greedy to bottom the 4th land. My opponent's doing nothing. That's good. I do need to play a bit quickly. Okay. Signet means we're safe here. Let's play Azorius Signet. That way, if I draw any land, I can play the Wandering Emperor next turn and get that going. Of course, they have Ancestral, which is not great. I don't know why they wouldn't Ancestral on their turn, though, right? Because they have Mishra's Workshop and a lot of artifacts they could be casting. Okay, Steel Seraph. Very good card. Not the end of the world. They probably don't go with Vigilance. So let's see if we can kill it with the Wandering Emperor. Because getting that in play seems really good. They're running Bazaar of Baghdad, too. I guess they're running Reanimator, right? So that makes sense. As long as the Wandering Emperor enter the battlefield this turn, you may activate her loyalty abilities anytime you could cast an instant. So that actually does work with Yorion. So I can, like, Yorion brings them back. Oh, are they gonna? Am I gonna get Shallow Graved? No. Okay. Vigilance is the play. We'll see if they go for it. They did. Well played. Okay. We do this. We get to play Wandering Emperor. And I'm just going to make a creature. We draw a land. I mean, I feel like this is just a pretty clear Parallax Wave situation. I could even go Simic Signet into Parallax Wave because I'm not ephemerating anything. Okay, so let's eat this. Parallax Wave is really good against Reanimator too. I guess I'm just gonna make another Samurai post-combat. Because I'm gonna blink the Wandering Emperor next turn with Yorion. This has been a crazy game though, like a lot of things happened game 1 and game 2 is still going. Opponent's not doing anything, they're not activating Bazaar. Interesting. Temple Garden is fine. So we're gonna uptick here, give this first strike. I'm not gonna play out Yorion just yet. I'm gonna attack my opponent for 5. And then I'll play the Yorion, still holding up Ephemerate with a basic land. So this is gonna exile Wandering Emperor, Azorius Signet, this Signet. I guess resetting Parallax Wave gives me 1 more counter on it, so that seems fine. And I'll play this tapped. Wait, no! Why did that? Oh, that's actually really bad. I was supposed to be able to Wandering Emperor, put a counter on Yorion, but I guess I didn't have a stop in my own end step. Because this would be a 5-6, which would be actually really significant in this matchup. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, they're doing that. Yeah, I'll just eat it. I could also ephemerate Yorion and then eat it, but this seems fine to me. Let's ponder. Karmic Guide, Palace Jailer. Yeah, this seems fine. I guess I probably want Palace Jailer. So let's attack. Maybe I'm supposed to main phase the Palace Jailer in this situation, because then I can ephemerate Palace Jailer and get some value that way. Okay, they bounce those. Sure. Bounce, bounce, draw a card. Well, I guess I'm glad I did not main phase the Palace Jailer. So now I get to do this. Play this. We become the Monarch. Let's make a Samurai. Draw a card. We know what we're drawing. And then if they play anything, we just ephemerate Palace Jailer and it's gross. Okay. Destroy up to one target non-land permanent. So I can just exile... Oh, let's just ephemerate Yorion. Yeah. And we're going to blink this, Wandering Emperor, Palace Jailer, and Parallax Wave. And I have a stop in their end step, so I can actually activate the Wandering Emperor. Okay, we're going to exile the big thing. And the Wandering Emperor is going to make a creature. Actually, I'm just going to put a counter on you. No, let's make a creature, because that just is super lethal. Then ephemerate rebounds, we bounce the Palace Jailer. Okay, see you all next round. And if you were not aware, I am designing my own card game called Algomancy. This is just showcasing some of the art from the AI and metal factions of the game. So the theme of the game is that it's inside of a simulation. So the AI are kind of like the gods, so they're not necessarily like made of metal like robots like you would expect, but I'm going for this really surrealist theme that I'm very excited about. So here's some of the art. If you're interested in playing this game, seeing more of this game, I'm definitely going to be posting here, but the best thing you can do is go to calebgannon.com/algomancy and then scroll down to the bottom and click get updates. Once I get your email, then I can send you email updates of like when we go into beta, when we run tournaments, when the game launches, and all that stuff. So if you're interested in that at all, definitely do that and check it out. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of the video. Oh, right, we're playing against... Ooh, oh, look at that. They have my favorite art as their emblem. Ooh, any land in this hand's good. I'm going to keep. We're greedy. But we're running effectively 18 land with Chrome Mox and stuff. So I'm feeling pretty good. Plus we have Solitude to stay alive. And just any land, we have all of our colors, really good mana, great spells. Hey Caleb, glad to see you playing again. Hello. Okay, so they have Chrome Mox, so I can steal that with Thieving Skydiver if I draw a land. Our best draw was Mox Sapphire. The worst thing that could happen, maybe Thalia. They exile Restoration Angel, they play Selfless Spirit. Okay. That does not get around Winds of Abandon. Come on, land. Mox Sapphire. Parallax Wave, you love to see it. Okay. I could draw Ephemerate to go with Solitude, so I don't really want to like pop it off right here. I guess I have to kill that. But I don't have to do that immediately. Because if I draw a land... I mean, I want to play the Signet, but... This is particularly brutal. So now Ephemerate's not really an out. Actually it is, because I can Solitude, Ephemerate. Okay, there's a Plains. Let's go Plains. Yeah, I think I do have to go for this. We're going to exile Solitude. And Palace Jailer Parallax Wave is kind of spicy. Winds of Abandon is pretty good against starts like this. Knight of Autumn kills their Chrome Mox. So does Thieving Skydiver though, and Thieving Skydiver is better. So I guess Knight of Autumn is my only playable card, so I probably should exile a 4-drop. I'm just gonna get rid of Parallax Wave. And we're gonna eat the Wingmare. And then play our Signet. That way we can Skydiver the Chrome Mox next turn. And then that'll set ourselves up pretty good for a Palace Jailer. Elspeth, okay. That's a problem. Pretty good against a Palace Jailer, that Elspeth is. Yeah, Elspeth is really good. Okay, we do draw land. So I have to pay 1 for the kicker, right? So I guess I play around days or whatever. Cast this with kicker. Steal their mocks. Parallax Wave would have been really nice. So punished for my greed. Winds of Abandon, I can Plague Wind them though. Oh, they're not making creatures. That's good. I'll take the damage here. Just don't play anything else. Flicker Wisp. Killing the Chrome Mox, you say? Okay. They don't imprint, but still hurts. We draw Island. So I can Winds of Abandon plus Night of Autumn this turn. I can Palace Jailer and just hope for the best. That seems pretty bad because they're just gonna get a creature back if I do that. I can try and trade Thieving Skydiver with Elspeth or with the token. I don't think I love that. So let's make a big Night of Autumn. And then I can Winds of Abandon. That gives them a land, but they only have 1 card in hand. If I draw a land next turn, I can Winds of Abandon their whole board, though. That seems pretty good, so we're going to play to that. It's a bit greedy. But Winds of Abandon your board, and then hit Elspeth for 6 seems pretty strong, and then follow that up with Palace Jailer. It also denies them having 4 mana this turn, which could be relevant. Okay, so they make that bigger. It's a 6/4. I'm just going to take 6 in the air. Play Thraben Inspector. Okay, I don't love it. It's another land for them, basically, but land is good. Spells are okay. Adeline's decent. So we're going to play Adeline. Attack them with Night of Autumn. Or attack Elspeth with Night of Autumn. Do I attack with Thieving Skydiver? No, because then I just die. So just Night of Autumn to get the 1/1. Attacks Elspeth too. Okay, so they can hit me with 5 flying damage next turn. What happens here? So if I Winds of Abandon the Flicker Wisp, they can Elspeth give Thraben Inspector flying. That's not that bad. Yeah, that's not that bad, actually. Because then I can Palace Jailer whatever they have left. They crack a clue. We're chump blocking with Thieving Skydiver this turn. Am I? +3/+3? Yeah, I have to chump block. Which I don't love. But that requires them swinging out, right? And then I Palace Jailer and then we kill Elspeth. My best draw is probably Ephemerate. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to Winds of Abandon the previous turn. Because then I would have, like, a lot more life here. Okay. Oh, they go all in on 1 as well. I like that. I could take it. They have Caracas. Oh, that's bad. Okay. So I'm chump blocking here. Ah, Caracas is so good. I could take 5. That's not the worst idea. Go to 1. Sure. Let's go to 1. I'm dead to a burn spell, but that was like a burn spell is gonna kill me pretty much no matter what because they're just gonna bolt my creature or whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty much just dead here if they have Gideon. They could have emblemed Gideon and made it much harder for me, but I don't think unless I draw Ephemerate Plains. The Caracas is what did me in, I think. What can I do here? I could draw Ephemerate off the Palace Jailer thing, so I still have to do this. I'm gonna eat the Selfless Spirit. They do sacrifice it. So I can't attack with anything. Actually, no, because they can they could just give Elspeth flying. Yeah, so no attacks then. Okay, I just draw a land. So Ephemerate Dreams are out. Now my only shot is like somehow surviving this turn and then Yorion. I will say, being at 1, not the worst place to be with a Palace Jailer, because like if you get hit with the Monarch anyway, you're kind of out of it. Okay, they're giving that thing flying. So they're not ultimating Elspeth. They uptick Gideon, so I have some chump blocking to do. This could be worse. This could be worse. I get to block like this. I get to kill their 2/2 and then chump block here. So I can't draw Ephemerate anymore is the problem. I also need them to literally have nothing in play. They bounce Gideon. Oh, that's clever. This does mean I get to make an Adeline token, but it doesn't matter because they have a 1/1 defender. Alright, we need to draw like really good. Not that. Let's go out on our own terms. Okay, against white creatures, Thragtusk seems good. Destroy Evil. I don't think that actually kills Gideon. Karma Guide is okay. Relic Warder, they had Chromox, it's pretty good against that. Yeah, if I just kept Parallax Wave, completely different game, I think. I'm on the play. Maybe I just cut Jataxian Probe against the aggressive deck. I don't really care what's in their hand. Let's do that. I'm running effectively 18 lands, so I think this is okay. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in Worm Coil. Let's go first. Yeah, I'll keep this. We have Restoration Angel Solitude with Recruiter of the Guard to get it. Turn 1 we go Temple Garden tapped. Turn 2 we fetch a blue-white, play Azori Signet. Mother of Runes? Oh, jeez, okay. We can still get around that with Solitude, I think. We just have to time it right. Right, because you Solitude, target Mother of Runes first. Then they activate Mother of Runes, and then you Restoration Angel in response, and then you hit Mother of Runes. It's not ideal, but we gotta work with what we can. It'd also be pretty chill if we... I mean, we don't want it now, but drawing Moxen eventually. I do like them having to get rid of Elspeth Resplendent. So this is a 3/3, it can gain flying or whatnot. They give Mom Vigilance, which is kind of spicy. Yeah, so let's just Recruiter of the Guard. Oh, Palace Jailer is also very good. A lot of options actually, because I could also just steal their Chromox. Palace Jailer seems pretty good. They do have Steel Seraph, so they can get around that. I think I just get Solitude here. Then I could also go for an end of turn Solitude play. They activate Mom and then I Resto Solitude. That lets me keep the Karma Guide. They go Lifelink, that's fine. They have 2 cards in hand. Here come some Planeswalkers, I imagine. Blade Splicer, okay. Okay, not the end of the world. Chromox, we don't care about, so I'm just gonna hold up Solitude and or Restoration Angel in this position. They give flying. They go lifelink. I guess Pro White solves them from all of this. Okay, let's play our Solitude. If they have Mana Tithe, that's rough, but I think I need to use this Karmic Guide. So this, that just has lifelink, so they're gonna give that Pro White. So I guess I just hit Mother of Runes here. That way the Steel Seraph doesn't have protection from white. Then I can Solitude. They give itself Pro White. Then I can block here. And then I can Karmic Guide back the Solitude. Oh, does it just have flying? Okay, I was not aware of that. I did not know this just had flying. I guess in this case we just have to go for the Restoration Angel play and take a bunch of damage. So, okay, they have Selfless Spear that doesn't really protect them against Solitude stuff. So that's good. I'm going to attack with Solitude. Play land. Because I'm going to blink it anyway. If they want to trade Solitude with Selfless Spirit, then I get to Karmic Guide back the Solitude, which is also fine. Okay, then I get to Restoration Angel. Blink Solitude, eat Mother of Runes. And then hopefully trade off Solitude and then Karmic Guide it back. A Gideon Emblem, okay, Palace Jailer is pretty bad. That's actually really rough. They Palace Jailer the Resto, I think. Yeah. Then I just take a bunch of flying damage. I guess I just have to like chump block this Phyrexian Germ probably. No, they give that flying. I can't even block with Solitude then. Rough. Oh, interesting. Just flying vigilance, so no blocks possible, and they're just turtling in on this palace jailer. Yeah, that's a good play. We draw Simic Signet. So they want to block everything. They have first strike, so that can kill this. But I still have to go for it. Go planes. Attack with Solitude. They kill it. We Karmic Guide back the Solitude. And I need to take down their flying force. I only have one flyer though, and they have a Selfless Spirit. Okay, we hit Steel Seraph. Then we play our Signet. I think I'm gonna have to pay the Echo on Karma Guide next turn and hope to draw like an Ephemerate. Because if I can take back the Monarch and then blink get Restoration Angel back in play, like that's really good. Okay, they're putting themselves open to one removal spell currently. They probably have something else in hand though. Giver of Runes. Oh, they have Giver of Runes too? Jeez, alright, let's pay the Echo. And let's draw Ephemerate. Winds of Abandon would have been pretty nice last turn. I think given the tempo of this though, I have to Winds of Abandon the Selfless Spirit and then attack with Karma Guide. They don't have any other flyers currently. Restoration Angel obviously just demolishes me, but attack here. We get Resto back. Resto is gonna blink Solitude. Solitude eats Giver of Runes. Then we draw a card. Ephemerate. No, okay. We're forced into blocking some stuff, but this is not a horrible position. I would have loved to have hit their whole board, but I think I needed to pay the Echo on this, because the odds of me drawing specifically Winds of Abandon were pretty low. Okay, Batterskull is fine. Not the worst. Let's draw Yorion. Another Plains. This has protection from the Phyrexian Germ. Hopefully they don't realize that. I don't have any good attacks, I don't think. I just need to try and hold on to the Monarch and draw something good here. Stop drawing lands! 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh. Ephemerate. Fractured Identity would be sick. I haven't drawn that card yet. They equip there. So they do see. Okay. They're going to gain a lot of life. I guess I chump with my 1/1. Yeah, because I can still blink Karmic Guide and get back Recruiter. Yeah, it seems fine. This also gives me a force to deal with any Planeswalkers they might deploy. Holy cow, that's brutal. Yep, go ahead. Land, or no, non-land. Okay, Teferi is very good. I just need to survive this turn. What am I doing with Teferi? Probably... I guess Solitude is the least important. Although if I Teferi the token... If I do this, and then I Teferi the token, then I can just attack with Solitude. Resto protects me in the air though. I feel like... Yeah. I'm gonna get Solitude back one way or another. This block seems okay to me. They're at 40 life. They oust the Restoration Angel. That's not the worst. So now I know Restoration Angel is on top of my deck, so... Okay. I don't want to play into Condemn. I guess I can't if I get to resolve a Teferi. So let's play Teferi first. They have no cards in hand. Okay, so there's no flying. So I can attack for 2. Then I can bounce my own Karmic Guide. Play Karmic Guide. Karmic Guide gets back Solitude. Yes. They have no cards in hand. Solitude eats the Germ. This is a bit more convoluted than just Teferi bouncing the Germ, but this gives me Solitude in play. And then I can Restoration Angel Solitude if I need to. They're just going to bounce Batterskull. Okay, Karma Guide has protection from black, so I like that. And we draw Palace Jailer. Beautiful. So now I can save Resto for Palace Jailer if I need to. Stoneforge is fine. We're coming back. Umazawa's Jite, very scary, but we can deal with it with Solitude. Basically, they're just gonna have no creatures in play. They go there, sure. Okay, so I get to eat the Palace Jailer for free, actually. They're both attacking Teferi. Let's Restoration Angel, because they so kindly ousted it for me. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna kill Blade Splicer, block Palace Jailer, and then Palace Jailer their Stoneforge. Then I have a protection from black creature against things. I feel like Worm Coil is pretty good. They disconnected. Uh-oh. Opposition also seems like pretty good against their deck, right? They have Jite and Batterskull. I think I need to find a way to fit this opposition in here. Oh, even actually, I have Skydiver and Fractured Identity. I feel like we're okay. All right, game 3. This hand looks great. We finally have the Mox in our opener. Just don't have turn 1 Mother of Runes again. I can Skyclave anything but that. Oh, okay. I'm gonna Skyclave that most likely. Turn 1 Blade Splicer is fine. It's the turn 2 play that I'm scared of. If they wait, if they stumble, and I can Spell Queller in time, we could be in business. Oh, Parallax Wave is also pretty good. Okay, I mean, that eats the Phyrexian Germ for free. I'm actually, like, much more excited about Parallax Wave than I once was. It's very good. Because if they play Planeswalker now, I can just Parallax Wave the tokens that they make. Okay. Hitting Azorius Signet's pretty rough because they don't have double white. And they have a Jite. Okay. I need to draw a white source this turn. Otherwise, I'm just dead. White. Nope. Oh, Jite is such a broken Magic card. Alright, well, I can try and ambush the Relic Warder. They have a Selfless Spirit? Jeez. Alright, I'm gonna Spell Queller that, I suppose. I really wanted to kill the Leonin Relic Warder. They're letting me do it. Okay. If I block like this, they have to use a Jite counter to kill my Spell Queller. They still have one Jite counter, but that's not that bad. So let's do that. Okay, they're letting us get back in the game. I like it. I don't know why they didn't equip to the Golem, but I guess it plays into removal the worst because I did have mana available. They get a Selfless Spirit. They have one card in hand. I want to draw green mana. Chrome Mox doesn't really help. I can Skyclave the Jite, play a land. I can Skyclave the Jite, and that stops them from getting too many counters. Or I can play Parallax Wave and hit the Germ, and that saves me quite a bit of damage. It also protects my Skyclave Apparition, I suppose. It's also the most mana efficient, because next turn I could potentially double spell with Night of Autumn Skyclave. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this way. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, this basically the biggest thing that's putting me over the edge is this is the most mana efficient. I have a lot of good 3 mana plays. Do I eat the Selfless Spirit is the question. I eat this. I feel like I kind of want to. Okay. I feel like they maybe want to pump in this position, but maybe not. Okay, no plays, that's great. So this goes down to 2. So we have a bit of time to deal with... Oh. Haha. That's quite good. Let's Skyclave and eat the Jite. They gain some life. Oh, they're killing Jite. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. They're killing my Skyclave. If I try and Parallax Wave right now... I guess I let that resolve. They do another one, then I Parallax Wave. They do another one, then I Parallax Wave. Do I want a Parallax Wave? If I double Parallax Wave, then I won't be able to blink it with Yorion. But I do get back Skyclave, and then I can just eat their Selfless Spirit. I mean, I feel like Yorion's just pretty good on this board. And Yorion Parallax Wave seems pretty sick. So I'm just going to let this happen. So I guess I go for this now. This forces them to kill it before they get the token from it. I guess they had to kill it anyway before they... I think I just did it poorly. So that happens. They'd lose more mana crypt life. Enable the Mirror Breaker. Good thing I'm keeping Parallax Wave. Take 1. This goes down to 0. So, yeah, a little bit of just bad mana management here. Do I want to play around Mana Tithe? It's like the one thing that kills me in this position. No. I'm going to play around Mana Tithe. I don't have green mana anyway, and it, like, there's no reason to play into something here. Like, yeah, Tithe just kills me, and I'm winning this game pretty handedly if they don't have it. This, and this. They get their thing back for 1 turn. Next turn I can play Adeline. So I'm putting a stop on my end step. And I'm going to eat the Goblin Shaman now. I think I'm also just going to eat the Selfless Spirit right now. I don't want to let them get indestructible on their turn. And then they're just going to die to Mana Crypt plus Adeline, hopefully. They only discard 1? That's not good. Do they have removal for Yorion? 6 mana. I guess they can't kill Yorion. Still Seraph is not that bad. They have no cards in hand. My Parallax Wave is going to die pretty soon, though. I'm going to draw a card and see what I'm drawing. Because if I draw like Palace Jail or whatever, I just eat that and then I kind of win. The Wandering Emperor. Let's exile this. Play Adeline so I can start making tokens here. Like, their life total is in a lot of danger right now. I need white, I guess. Attack for 4. Or 5. And then Parallax Wave protects my creatures. Oh, this card has been very, very good, actually. I normally don't play this card, but, like, it's doing good work right now. Showdown is a good top deck, but they're at 5 life. It seems hard for them to find enough to get out of this. We'll see, though. Winds of Abandon, Stoneforge, Palace Jailer. I think they played a land this turn, so it's literally just Winds of Abandon. That gives them back their creatures on my turn. I mean, they're gonna have a lot of stuff, actually. Or I can wait 1 more turn. I think I'd rather have my Yorion in play. This comes down, we get Yorion back. I can flash in the Wandering Emperor here. This is gonna make... Oh, actually I like giving Adeline first strike, right? Then we get to blink it. This, and this. Player land. I shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. So this is a 4/5 first strike now. And I guess I attack with the tokens as well. Because, like, the easy block here is chump chump. Oh, you know what? This was a really bad block, actually, because they have Selfless Spirit. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Okay. We could be in deep trouble, actually. Let's make a Samurai. Ugh, that was so bad. I could have so many more blockers here. So they can just Palace Jailer my Yorion and they just have lethal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Yeah, I'm actually just dead. Ugh, I don't know if I was winning anyway because of Palace Jailer, but it is unfortunate. If I had held Wandering Emperor and then... Let me see. If I had held Wandering Emperor instead of flashed it in on my main phase, not attacked, they Palace Jailer me, I flash in Wandering Emperor, I exile 1 of the 2 Steel Seraphs. First time I beat you out of many. So I lose Yorion. Emperor eats this. I think I could have survived. I don't know if I could have won that turn, but that would have given me 2 looks at a Mana Crypt. And I would have Adeline in play, which... I mean, it's just better to be in play. Yeah, alright. I will concede. What was I drawing? It never shows you. I don't know if I could have won, but I definitely could have gotten closer. See y'all next round. Oh, right, we're playing against Kostin. We're going first. I'm gonna go look how fun while I think about this. I think I'm gonna keep... It has acceleration and some of our good top end. We just need to draw... like the mid-game spells. I'm gonna play Temple Garden tapped. Because our deck is all 3s, 4s, and 5s, basically. So having opening Signet with 5 mana to cast everything is pretty good. Everyone else has a Mox, though, so here we are. Mox Ruby Green. Interesting. Fairy Time Raveler. Okay. Seems good. I'm actually going to play into Wasteland because this is basically the symmetry of Wasteland, right? Like, if my opponent Wastelands my Tundra, it's basically like my Tundra turned into a Wasteland and hit their Wasteland. And I have an excess of lands and can still cast Teferi next turn, so I don't really care if they do that. Oko is annoying, though. Right? They make a food, then they turn the food into a creature. The foods are 3/3s, right? Okay. I guess this is awkward, but I guess I'll play around Days this way. I could play Teferi, bounce the food, but then they just turn that into a thing. So I'm just gonna play Adeline. And she can threaten the Oko. If they turn Adeline into a food, obviously I can attack them, and then Teferi any blockers they have. If Adeline dies, I can get it back with Karmic Guide. Man, their deck is good. Ancient Tomb Mox Ruby. It's like they're on turn 5, even though it's turn 3. So the plan is Teferi, bounce the elk made out of the food, attack Oko for 3. Can they just swap for Adeline? Oh my gosh, this card is genuinely insane. I don't play against Oko often. It's only in Vintage Cube, and every time it's like, why is he like this? They can trade a food for Adeline? Yeah. Okay. I mean, in that case, I guess I can play Teferi, bounce Adeline, and then they're down a bit of tempo. Okay. This is the play I expected. Okay. Sort of Body and Mind is like slightly annoying. Mostly because it it gives protection from green and blue, so I can't actually Teferi this away. So if I take the hit, they get a 2/2 blocker. This shouldn't be an annoying card, but right now it actually is quite annoying. I think I just take the hit. It lets me Karmic Guide, actually. That's a good reason to take the hit. Forgot about Karmic Guide. Sure, put cards into my graveyard. This is really the downside of Sword of Body and Mind. Okay, well that was pretty bad. It hit like so many land though, holy cow. Do I just want to get hit again? Like, I would almost actively choose to get hit again. I can Thieving Skydiver, but I don't have mana for it. And this is only if you cast it, right? Yeah. So I can Teferi, bounce the wolf, attack Oko. I can Teferi bounce the sword that doesn't do a whole lot. I think I'd rather just bounce the wolf and set up for a really good Karmic Guide next turn. Spell Queller is good. Let's attack Oko with everything here. Play Island. I really want to have Spell Queller available. I guess it pretty much like hardcore telegraphs that I have it. If I exile a Yorion in this position, Yorion blinking Teferi is good. That's about it though. I'm gonna go for it. I think Karmic Guide's gonna be great if I get hit by Sword of Body and Mind again. And this really lets me threaten Oko. So I'm actively choosing to let my opponent hit me with this sword because it's good for me. So we take 5 first and foremost. They get a 2/2. We don't really care about that. Alright, what do we find? Knight of Autumn's good. Recruiter of the Guard, Leon and Relic Water. Still no great hits, but we've milled so many lands that I know the rest of my deck is like Ephemerate, Palace Jailer, like all these insane cards. Alright, just 4 mana, please. Alright, I will Spell Queller this. So, pretty happy about my Spell Queller decision. This also makes Adeline like big enough to deal with Oko potentially. Okay, they make that a 3/3. Ugh, what a silly card. And this isn't even an artifact anymore. Nope. Why would it be? Okay, so Skyclave deals with Oko. Let's uptick Teferi. Let's start there. Skyclave just straight up kills Oko. They can't ultimate it anyway, so I guess the worst thing they can do next turn is just make a food. So maybe I want to just Karmic Guide this turn and Skyclave next turn. If I Karmic Guide... Let me think about this. I'm going to attack with Adeline. It's going to have 5 power, so if they double block, I guess they lose both. They could just block the human token, though. But if they want to save Oko, they actually do have to block Adeline with one of these. So they'll probably just block it with both. So I guess I attack... No, I have to play the creature first. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Play Karma Guide. This is just going to get back. I didn't hit much, but Knight of Autumn's good. And I'm just going to kill this sword. Then we attack. Attack Oko. Attack Oko. Pull back the human token to block. The human token attacks Oko, sure. Okay, that makes sense. So those both die. Oko takes 3 damage. I guess I'm supposed to attack Oko with the human token there, because then it's at 2. It's a +2? This card is literally unkillable. Oh my gosh. Suspicious Stowaway? Unblockable is pretty rough. I'm at 9 though, it's not the end of the world. And I would like to kill Oko with my flyers. So if they attack with food, I guess I just block with Knight of Autumn human token. Yeah, I'll do this. Then I can finally kill Oko. I'm not going to cast a spell though, so this thing's going to flip, which isn't ideal. 3, 4, 5. Hey, the Echo, yes. But then I can Skyclave the Suspicious Stowaway the following turn. Solitude's also really good. We attack Oko, attack Oko. This can't be blocked, so I just attack them. And I can Solitude the Stowaway, but that's like all of my cards. It's pretty unfortunate that Palace Jailer's on the bottom somewhere, because it's actually kind of a liability this late in the game. But I get to Solitude this. Oh, they're attacking. That's whenever this deals combat damage to a player. So they don't actually draw a card off of this, so that's perfect. Maybe they didn't realize that. They don't do anything. Alright, I mean, it's pretty good. I'll Palace Jailer. I have 5 cards in deck. It's fine. What could possibly go wrong? This is so sketchy. Oh man, I shouldn't be doing this. But I'm hitting them for 5. They literally can't play anything this turn. So that's good. Ephemerate's in my deck, so Ephemerate Spell Queller would be pretty nice. I think I can kill them in time. That's also very good. And they have Ancient Tomb as their land, so like... Reclamation Sage. Okay, that just kills a Signet. Yep, that's fine. I get to Skyclave the Reclamation Sage. And then I have Solitude available for anything else. Oh, Restoration Angel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I don't have that much mana, actually. They're at 11. I really want to put Restoration Angel into play. But I get 2 more turns, right? I'm going to draw down to 2 cards. And then I'm going to draw down to 1 card. No, I only get 1 more attack step after this. So I can hit them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They gain life equal to its power if I Solitude. But then Restoration Angel Spell Queller seems like it's kind of lights out. So if I evoke Solitude off Skyclave to eat Reclamation Sage, then I hit them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I can also do that and then Restoration Angel. So I actually don't care if anything dies, because this is more damage. And this just lets me hold up everything. Right, they block Palace Jailer, we don't care about that. Yeah, this just lets me do it all. Parallax Wave, okay. Because this is 7 power at instant speed. So even if they kill my entire board, I can, like, I don't know. I could do something. Re-Spell Queller the Uro. Fiend Artisan is fine. Okay, so they can't cast anything. I'm gonna evoke this, hitting Parallax Wave, turn off the auto yields, eat this, then I can Restoration Angel it, and that's just so much damage. Oh, I can also no, I can't Restoration Angel Karma Guide, but I could do this. Then we'll kill Fiend Artisan. Okay. Game 2, I mean, I just saw Oko and some nonsense. I'm not really that scared of any of it. So, yep. Hey, there's Fractured Identity. I'll keep this hand. Oh, how good this would have been to draw. This card's just absurd. Like, oh, it's so good. We're gonna Scalding Tarn for a blue-white land. Their deck, I mean, I don't really... Okay, there's the blue-white land. So, I guess I just play on Strip Mine, I guess. Ephemerate Karma Guide's pretty spicy. I don't know. I think letting them hit me with the sword was helpful. Scavenging Ooze. That's kind of funny. Sword plus Scavenging Ooze, you know, you can get around what I was doing with that, but I don't really... That's fine. Ooh, okay. Adeline, so let's just play Plains. I don't want them hitting my white source. We get to go like Adeline with Ephemerate Protection into Fractured Identity, or if they just kill her, then we have... Ugh, that's unfortunate. Take Scavenging Ooze. No Ephemerate Protection, but we have Karmic Guide. Winds of Abandon. We'll save that. Plague Wind is a good card, I've heard. I have not yet used it as Plague Wind. So far, it's been sad Path to Exile. One has a lot of fixing, though. Leovold. Whenever you or permanent you control is targeted by stuff, do a thing. Here's a Tundra. I kind of want to just play Leonin Relic Warder, and then Adeline will have 3 power when she attacks. If they want to trade off Scavenging Ooze and Reclamation Sage for her, then I could just play Karma Guide next turn. I also probably just Winds of Abandon the Leovold. Interesting. They like snap blocked. I think I just have to do this. They draw a card. It's like really negative value. This is why I think Leovold is just an insane magic card. But if they have like Time Twister or whatever, I just straight up lose the game. So I would rather not straight up lose the game. It's just how quickly they blocked, which basically made me think of that. Oh, that'll be a really good Fractured Identity target. Land? Yep. Bloop. Thank you. I also could Ephemerate Leon and Relic Warder, but that's less fun. I'll just attack with both. If they kill something, I get to Karmic Guide it back. I guess not, because they have Scavenging Ooze. Wall of Roots is fine. Fractured Identity. What a magic card. So, fortunately, Wall of Roots makes it... Oh, they have Oko for my Worm Coil? Okay, we're back in trouble, I guess. Ugh. Yep. It's just a 3/3. Scavenging Ooze now can become a 4/4. That's really unfortunate, actually. They have a 5/5 Wall of Roots. So we need to draw, like, Palace Jailer. Okay, and they're eating the creatures now. I guess trading off was just a mistake. They have Rex Sage in their discard. We draw Simic Signet. Okay. This is going to become a 3, but their Scavenging Ooze is going to have 4 power. Yeah, that's actually pretty unfortunate. I could main phase a Karmic Guide, which honestly I guess is just the play. Because then Adeline has 4 power. Attack Oko, attack Oko. I guess I can't even attack with Worm Coil Engine because they just have a 4/4 Scavenging Ooze. So I just attack Oko like this. But I do have a Ephemerate on Karmic Guide. If they do trade for Adeline, then I'm in good shape. But probably they just block here. Yeah. Because now Wall of Roots dies. Scavenging Ooze becomes a 5/5. Yep, that play makes sense to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to attack Oko with Worm Coil. They have a 4/4. They're just hitting spells from my discard. Okay, that's fine. I can pay the Echo. for Karma Guide. And then just attack in the air if I want to. They have a stowaway, that's fine. Once again, they stow away when I Karma Guide. Oh, interesting. Okay, they just make that into a 3/3. I think I have to pay the Echo here. There's a plane. So now I have Ephemerate. So it could be worse. Scavenging Goose is going to be a 5/5, and I'm never beating this Oko. I don't think I can win against Oko Thief of Crowns. We'll see though. I already used Fractured Identity. I guess Skyclave Apparition could do it. I can trade off Adeline or Wormcoil to do a bit more damage. That'll do 5. Let me think about this. I can't beat Scavenging Ooze. They're just going to eat my stuff. Currently, they block here. Oko takes 5 damage. I guess that's probably what I should do. Oko goes to 1. They Scavenging Ooze. If they do it really lazily, this is green as well. There's no way I can eat this with Ephemerate and save it. Yeah, if they would have needed to like super misplay for like that to happen. Oko makes a food. Want to start drawing cards. I mean, we need like Solitude right now or something like that. Skyclave Apparition would be good. Hydroid Crisis. Alright, it's gotta be Solitude. Oh, that's pretty good actually. I'll take that. I can even Signet into it, I guess. Signet. Wow, that's very good here. Let's hold up basic. Okay, eat this. Eat this. Parallax Wave has been so good these games. Oh my gosh. Attack Oko for 3 and then for 2. I can Parallax Wave the Seafaring Werewolf as well. Hydroid Crisis is going to die immediately. Oh, and I flipped the stowaway. This is just looting now, right? Grist. Okay. That's fine. I want a creature in my graveyard so I can or something I can get value off of with this Ephemerate. My deck's full of them. They make an Insect and Mill. Ancient Tomb. The Rag Tusk. Problematic. Okay. Not a whole lot I can do about that. I think I probably... Oh, they didn't even attack. Okay. No point in Ephemerating. This goes down to 2. Not great, but it's something. Let's attack Grist. Hold back Wormcoil. We really needed to spell that turn, I think, because now the werewolf flips and I kind of have to eat it. This gives me one more turn to hit Yorion, I guess. Oh, interesting. So, you can't respond to this trigger. If I hit Yorion this turn, let's fetch and see what else I can hit. We're gonna get Temple Garden. Yeah, I mean, it's specifically Yorion that would make me want to keep Parallax Wave, but I can force them to lose a Thrag Tusk here. I feel like that's probably just what I do. Let's get Temple Garden. And then eat the insect token. They're gonna get back Scavenging Ooze. But Grist is dead, so that's good. And they kill Wormcoil. So I get to keep Karma Guide, which I guess they couldn't kill Karma Guide with Grist. So that actually felt like a totally fine exchange for me. Oh, that would do it. Oh no. Okay, so they're gonna make a bunch of tokens now. Yeah, this is not looking good. Solitude. They get all their stuff back. More land. I'm just gonna hold this land. I guess I have Teferi card draw. No, I don't have any real way to benefit from this. Not blocking with this, so let's attack with it. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much dead here. I need to draw like really well next turn, otherwise I'm just straight up dead. Roll the 5, they get to draw more cards. They just get to bring back Grist with Recurring Nightmare if they think of it, which it appears that they do. Hopefully they try and kill Grist, kill Karma Guide with Grist. Oh, and they're just going for a Garruk Ultimate. Alright. That was not it. That's so many lands. Okay. They just have infinite Planeswalkers. The one thing that could make sense is opposition, but that doesn't really stop the planeswalker problem. It just their mana is very greedy. So like if I get opposition in play, they just can't cast anything. Okay. I'm on board. Cards that have been bad. The Wandering Emperor is actually not amazing in this particular spot. Is there anything that's worse? I guess Karma Guide's pretty bad against Scavenging Ooze. It was just like a 5 mana 2/2 flyer in that game, which isn't terrible, but opposition would have been way better. So far, both games that I've drawn the cards that I said like were broken, I lost. Because the game I had the Mox Sapphire Signet start, I lost against the last opponent. And then this game I cast Fractured Identity, and they just immediately OHKO'd it. So shows what I know. But we get to be on the play. They're not going to have OHKO every game, right? I have to mulligan. Okay. Okay, this hand's great. This hand's actually very good. I'm going to keep this. And what do I want to get rid of? Oh, this hand's so good for everything. This is a turn 2 opposition. I mean, Restoration Angel's so good in my deck. I think I'm going to get rid of opposition. It kind of hurts a lot. Let's go Tundra, Mox, Signet, pass. Pretty good turn 1. What am I doing? I can Restoration Angel to kill Planeswalkers. Getting Teferi in play now, though, seems pretty good for card draw purposes, because I can play Teferi and then start upticking him, and then downtick on, you know, they're going to try and play creatures to kill Teferi, and I can ambush them with a Restoration Angel. Or that. I get to bounce Wall of Roots, though, which is why I waited to bounce with Teferi. Do this. Thieving Skydiver. I think I'm just gonna Restoration Angel here. My opponent can't counter it because I have Teferi. Here comes OHKO. Leovold. Oh, I actually kind of want to ambush Leovold. It's super greedy, but I think I'm going to try for it. I also have Solitude. Pass with Restoration Angel available. It's just so tempting to attack here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Resto. They can't instant speed anything. We just get to eat Leovold. No problems there. I'm missing out on Solitude value, but I think that's fine. Wall of Roots. Are they missing land drops? Because I will Solitude a Wall of Roots. I don't really care about Scavenging Ooze so much. Simic Signet. Let's uptick to Fairy. That was their turn 4, so I think I do just... Actually, let's just... If I kill Scavenging Ooze, they don't have good blockers for anything. And I can play Signet into this, so I guess I might as well do that. Play Signet. 5, cast Solitude. A big part of me wants to just hit this Wall of Roots, and I'm just going to do that. And then... They can make Scavenging Ooze into like a 3/3. I just attack them, I think. I don't mind trading Solitude for Ooze. Block. Ooze becomes a 3/3. They have Ancestral. Pretty good. Adeline. Okay, I love Adeline here. Let's uptick to Fairy. Can't really do that. Let's play Adeline here. I really want them to play an artifact so I can Skydiver it. Attack for 3. I feel like though, like the moment I play Skydiver, they're just gonna play an artifact that I want to get. But they haven't played any thus far, and they just Ancestraled. They do have Wormcoil Engine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll hold it on to it. Wormcoil Engine getting killed off Skydiver would be so good. Whisperwood Elemental. Okay. So they get a 2/2. I get to bounce the Whisperwood. They could sacrifice it to deny my card draw. Oh, I could do that too. Let's bounce it first, because I would like to draw a card. Okay, then I get to attack with a bunch of stuff. Adeline has Vigilance. I guess I'm supposed to play the Skydiver there first. Yeah, let's just make sure they're dead here and just play this without kicker. This is pretty bad if they have a board wipe. Their deck doesn't seem like the board wipe type. It would be Toxic Deluge. Here comes Wormcoil. But I think they're definitely dead if they just have Wormcoil. Oh. Oh, Thrag Tusk. Okay, good thing I played the flyer. I could Fractured Identity a Thrag Tusk to get a 3/3 out of it. Oh, I can just Ephemerate. That doesn't actually work. Uptick to Fairy. Can I kill them? I can Fractured Identity the Manifest token, and then they take, they block here, they take 1d3. They're at 11, I can't kill them in this spot. So I suppose, what am I doing? I can Identity the, I think taking Thrag Tusk here is pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eat you. They get a token, but I get Thrag Tusk in play. Now Adeline can attack pretty safely. If they want to trade for her, they can. I guess I don't attack with this human token. Yeah. That happens. Sure, we kill both of those. They fall to 5. I cannot Ephemerate my Thrag Tusk. Well, I can, I guess, but it's not a good idea. Okay, they replay Whisperwood, and I think they're just dead, right? I just Teferi bounce Whisperwood, and they lose to that. I guess they're also just dead in the air, so multiple avenues of dead. Yep, flying, hit them for 5. I have Teferi, so they can't do anything. Okay, that was a long league. Really intricate games, though. I think they were pretty good. A lot of them were determined by flooding, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Thank you for watching. Those games were fun. This deck was actually pretty sweet. I like this deck. Made me like Parallax Wave, which I have not previously. It was good in almost every time I cast it, so that went way up in my evaluations. Thank you for watching. See you next time.